What's up everybody, TGN100 here, and today I'm going to show you how to get the Missouri Fox Trotter Horse as John in Red Dead Redemption 2. So the first thing we're going to want to do is come up to visit this stable that's next to Dewberry Creek, just above the E in Lemoyne on the map. And the reason we're going to come to this stable is because in this stable they have the Missouri Fox Trotter. And you can see it's a very expensive horse wherever you find this in the game. It's very expensive, usually up to $1,000. There's other ways you can get this horse early on in the game, as early as chapter 2, but as far as beating the game goes, this is the easiest way I've found to get the horse from this stable as John. But what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to get a horse and wagon. So being out here kind of in the middle of nowhere, the best place to get the horse and wagon will be over here. Is a ranch, and you're going to want to go over here to this ranch. I'll mark it on the, I'll look at it on the map for you. So here we are, and just to like the northeast of this location, you're going to see that there's like a cattle ranch over these little hills over here, and there will be a horse and wagon that will spawn here driving into the ranch. And the best thing to do is get this wagon, and we can use this wagon to go into the stable, and it will not trigger the stable manager to speak to you. So let's go over here to the ranch. And here's the wagon that you will find just rolling into the ranch. So I just jump to the wagon, force this guy out of here, take the wagon, and go. You don't really get too much grief. I mean, they do shoot at you, but they are not gonna they're not gonna chase you down over the wagon. So just call your horse so it follows you. And then we're just going to go ahead and take this horse and wagon back up to the stables. So once we get to the stable, we're just going to slowly ease our way into the stable, and it will not trigger the stable hand or manager, whatever you want to call him, to speak to you about the horses in the stable. Because as you saw when we just went in with just the horse, he wants to speak to you, and it does the whole cutscene thing and everything. So this is the best way to make sure that that does not happen. So we're just going to go ahead and ease our way into the stable. Now, once you're in the stable, you're going to want to shoot up at the roof. What this does is it kind of like resets everything. You know, the horses react to it, everyone gets startled, and it kind of like resets the system, and it's going to allow you to go into the stable and be able to interact with the horse. Now, what you want to do with this horse is you're going to want to feed the horse and brush the horse. So let's go ahead, let's feed him. Because you're trying to make a bond. So if we can make a bond with this horse, then the horse will come when we call for it. So go ahead and brush it.
Who's a good boy?
And there we go. You see that we have bonded with this horse. So now we're being shot at, and everything's getting all chaotic. So the best thing to do now is just go ahead and get out of here and just get to, you know, higher ground and get away from this whole area. Now the stable owner or stable manager or whatever it is, he is going to shoot at you, and he is going to kind of follow you. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, best thing to do is you're just going to have to take him down, because he's just going to keep chasing you. So sorry about that, stable manager, but you got to go. So the next thing is we're going to want to keep calling the horse. Keep whistling. Whistling, whistling, whistling. even though there's a crime reported and you're wanted and all this is going on, the law doesn't really get to you fast enough out here. So just keep whistling. It's kind of a time consuming thing, but it's what you have to do because the horse is stuck in the stable and you want the game to basically free that horse from the stable. So get a good distance away and you'll see the horse icon kind of starts moving around the stable, like he's getting out of it. And I just keep walking, keep whistling, keep walking, whistling. And then once you do it enough times, if you'll pay attention to the horse icon on your mini map, you'll start to see that he will eventually move out of the stable. So just keep whistling, keep trying to do it. And like I said, this is the best way that I have found to get the horse as John after the story is complete. So you'll see now the horse is moving away from the stable, and here he comes. This is the Missouri Fox Trotter. Without having to pay for it, without having to do anything super crazy, but this is how you can get them later on in the game. So now what we're going to want to do is once you get the horse out of the stable, you're going to want to take him to another stable in order to board him and make him your horse. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to the stable above Van Horn. It's kind of the closest one to where we are. So we're going to go ahead and ride up here to the stable above Van Horn, just to the north of Van Horn. It's a nice stable area, lots of horses. So let's go ahead and let's roll in here. All right, so here we go. We have the Missouri Fox Trotter, and you can see that its speed is the fastest horse in the game. So he currently doesn't have a saddle on him. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to saddle him up and board the other horse, and there we go. Look at that speed. He is just one step away from being at full potential for his speed and a few steps for acceleration. It just happens to be the saddle that I currently have, but you can always upgrade the saddle. You can use different things, different saddles. They'll give you different results for all these upgradable saddles. So, but I just went ahead and kept with the my current saddle just to kind of show his stats and how fast he can be, even with, you know, not the fully best saddle in the game or that you can have. And you can change his mane and tail and appearances and everything else. So, but yeah, that's the best way that I've found with John to get the Missouri Fox Trotter. And here he is in all its awesome glory. You don't have to pay $1,000 some to get it. You don't have to go all the way back to chapter 2 to get one, especially if you've beaten the game. I know most of us have beaten the game and we're looking to do other things, and this was the best way that I found to get this horse. And it's pretty awesome because he's fast and reliable and very expensive. You'll even have NPCs comment on the horse as you're riding it through town sometimes. So yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Please hit that like, please hit that subscribe, and thank you for watching, and more Red Dead to come. Thank you.